Are you ready for the Darkden update? So this is it. Finally we have some progress here. From where should we start? First, yeah, there is a bunch of furniture. It is not in place. I will explain where everything is going. But first, as you see, I painted the whole wall, not the whole wall obviously, but this entire wall to gray, and also part of this wall and part of this wall. I will continue to paint here. You see I have the lines, but I just didn't do that. And as you see, the stairs are black, although they still need second coat. And all of this wall and wall over there and there, you see, I also painted black, and I didn't paint this part because, as you see, the furniture, all of this furniture sits on that wall, like this one. You see, it will all sit there, so there's no point into painting that part because it won't be visible anyway. Now regarding electricity, if you remember, we had huge sockets, we had a bunch of sockets here. I removed that, I only left two here, and I divided the cable there, and I put some new sockets right here. And regarding the other side, I also brought down these sockets from up there. So that is it regarding the electricity. Now the next thing that needs to be done, as I said, this radiator. I have a friend coming over tomorrow, and we will cut it there and extend it and put it here. The reason why I want to remove that radiator, because you see, this part, this big boy, this bad boy, it is going, imagine if I take it, look how it looks from top. Imagine if I take this and it will go into this corner. So it will be right here, from here to here. And here we have just enough space for this. This goes, I hope you understand everything that I'm explaining. So as I said, that part, it will go here, by this side. And all of that will be over here. After that corner element, we have another rack here, just like this one. You see, I have two of these, but this one doesn't have any shelves. I will add that later. So one is there, and this one will go there. And that part goes into the corner. Then, after this, we have these shelves. They go here. And after that, we have this table. That is the place where I'll be making the videos. Exciting, right? You will see this angle most of the time. But we have two more shelves finished. This one is actually in place. This is exactly where it will be. And just beside it, we have this rack, but they also go up on this wall. You see, they are standing on the ground. I need to lift it up and put it on the wall. And then connect it together and attach it to the wall itself. Something like that. Now you must be wondering what shelves will contain what enclosures. Let's start from this one. This rack will contain only terrestrial enclosures. That standard terrestrial enclosure, like I have my spiny guys, my other assassin guys, Brachypelma vipulosum, predatory beetles, all of those enclosures, they are 30 by 25 by 25. And we can have 4 on each shelf. So 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, and 4 here. You see, a lot of enclosures. That is in total 16 enclosures. On this rack, down here, this first and second shelf, it is made to hold big arboreal enclosures, like the ones for Poecilotherias. Also 4, 8 in total. This shelf will contain 6 smaller arboreal enclosures, and this shelf will contain small terrestrial enclosures, 6 and 6. So 12 enclosures on these two. Now we move to these shelves, racks, whatever you want to call it. Here, poison dart frog vivarium, crested gecko vivarium, and also I need to put shelf here. Down here jungle nymphs, and up here whatever I want to put. And on this part I can also put two 20 by 20 by 20 enclosures. And the same shelf will go on this rack. I hope you can understand. I don't really There is a lot of stuff going on and it is hard to put everything in one single video to explain everything in details. So I hope you understand everything. We will see. Now regarding this, it is hard to hold camera like this. This bottom part, it can contain two big enclosures like the one where we have the dart frogs and crested gecko. So two big enclosures of that size can go here and here. This and this shelf, I'm not really sure what we will put, but for now I will close this one with front lid and I will keep my plants inside. And all the new plants that I got, that will be like some sort of, how do you call that thing where you plant plants? That will be for that. And down here, I'm thinking that we can use it for new hamster or maybe bearded dragon. I still didn't decide, but as long as it's here, we can easily decide later, right? And this final part. Now this is a really big enclosure. Now look, I can go inside. I just need to put front lid and we have huge enclosure. Now what can we put inside? As you see, entire human can easily go here. First, I was thinking that it would be awesome for chameleon. I mean, imagine stuff inside and one big ass chameleon. But then I thought it would be awesome to get rats and make this a huge rat castle. What do you think about that? 2 or 3 rats inside. And rats should be the most entertaining rodents that you can get. At least that's what I read about it. Now some other stuff. Regarding all of these shelves, 3 days ago there were just a pile of boards here in this corner. And after like 150 screws like this one, voila, we have this. And I recorded entire process in time-lapse. So there will probably be a build video of how I made everything here. I recorded how I painted the walls, made the electricity and all that stuff. So yeah, we also have that on video. Let me just put this camera on tripod, like here. Now I can rest my hand. Regarding the sound, it is still, at least I assume that it is still terrible. I can hear the echo all the time, so it's really annoying. But we will see how it will sound like when I put all the enclosures, I mean all the racks, all the furniture around, and bunch of stuff on walls and such. Then if we will still hear the echo, I will put some sort of sound absorbers on walls, probably on the ceiling or somewhere, so we can have better audio because we don't want echo here. But as I said, we will come to that once everything is set up. And I still didn't connect this table. I need to see what's the best way for that. And I have also one really big and important update. It actually happened a while ago, but I was waiting to fix all the stuff and to set everything up and such, but I quit my day job like a few months ago, but in the same time I started a company. It is called The Dark Den, and because I started this company, that's why I got this space really cheaply. I basically have no rent for it for next 2 years because this entire building is for, how can I explain it? It is made for new companies to help them start their business. So you can get space like this really cheaply if you just started a company. So anyway, I would like to thank all my Patreons. Currently on YouTube, I earn enough money to support myself, to pay my mortgage, to buy food, to pay bills and all that stuff that you need for a living. And I can use the Patreon money only for animals, equipment and all the channel related stuff. But in the same time, if I didn't have a Patreon, I probably wouldn't quit like that, because you can never know what will happen with YouTube. It is kind of unstable and you can't really be sure if you will earn enough money to pay bills and all other expenses that you have. So by having Patreon, it is something that I can rely on even if YouTube fails in some way. So that was the final thing that assured me that I need to do this. And so far everything worked out great. So no matter how many times I said it, I really mean it. Thank you. Thank to each and every one of you that are watching these videos, that are commenting, that are sharing, that is supporting in any way. Just thank you. It means so much, so much. And once everything is set up, all of you will have a chance to schedule a meeting and come here to see this place, as I said in the last video. Okay, do I still have something else to say? What I wanted to do, I wanted to quickly go through the most common questions that I got in last update video. I mean first space update video. I have seen a lot of similar type of comments, so I will look it up and I will answer it. Actually, we can put this better. Okay, this is relatively common. Are you going to live in your apartment or this new space? I noticed that it was confusing to some, but this entire place is just for animals. I live on completely different side of town and it takes me 10 minutes with bike to arrive here. So this place is exclusively for animals and YouTube, only that, and my enjoyment. A lot of you are concerned about the security of this place. First, the whole building got the alarm system. It got the motion sensors through the entire building, so if someone enters without entering the code, it triggers the alarm. So there's that. And also, I don't know, in Croatia we really have low amount of crime and there is really small chance that someone will come here and break inside. Even though by saying this on video it maybe gives the idea for some people, but there are also video cameras and other stuff, so I think it will be alright. But I will definitely put something on the front glass, I mean on these front windows. I will definitely put some covers on it. Also the question, where will I keep the slings, cocoa fiber, crickets and all that stuff? You see, on top of all these enclosures, I can put boxes, plastic boxes that I got a ton of plastic boxes and I can just stack it. The space is really not an issue. I have a ton of space here and I can fit everything, no worries. With time we will build stuff and I will show you all of that, no worries. Did you rent a small building or this is a room in bigger building? They said this is just small part of big building that it is made for new businesses. What is behind the door? I assume this door. Before this wall was made, this was one big workshop. Here there was a CNC machine and in that part of the room there is a laser CNC and it is still there, but it is now divided in these two parts, so this is for me and the other part now is the rest of the workshop. It is not mine and I don't have access to it. You finally have your own enclosure. Funny. And a lot of questions about snakes. A few years ago I promised my girlfriend that I will never get snake and I am a man of my words, so I am keeping that promise, but back then I didn't really thought that there is even a possibility of me getting a snake. And now snake would be really cool to have. I guess this was all for this video. I probably forgot a lot of stuff, but we will have more regular updates now, no worries. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up and comment something. If you want to support this channel even more, there's a Patreon page. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I upload every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, so see you again soon. Bye!